is it? There. Yes, it's easier to bend all those pipes than break that door open.
This must be the cache of humanitarian aid.
Okay.
David, the final supply caches are secure.
Thank you. I will take them all to the Simkarian embassy and make sure the aid is delivered.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I will. And thank you once more, Spider-Man.
Guess that's it. Hope MJ can pull some strings for him.
So it just hints that he might get a job later? Okay. Alright, we're nearly done. We still got the thing with the undercover cop therapist thing. Oh, someone asked earlier what suit I'm rocking. This one was called the Aaron Eichmann Armor. I just thought it looked neat. I want to check something on the power that I'm using.
Hey David, what's up?
Spider-Man, I have the supply caches and I'm on my way to the embassy, but I think I am being followed.
Uh-oh.
Where are you?
I am not sure. I am...
David? David! Hold on, I'm on my way. Hammerhead's men knew David would be alone and vulnerable. I should have seen this coming. Hang in there, David.
Do I know where it's at? Down here. Okay.
There's David. He's in trouble. Gotta move.
Wow, they are all terrible shots.
Hi, David. You look like you could use a little help.
Trying to not land in the residual crap.
I see him.
Stick him to the car. Throw this back. Can I get that turret? Yes, I can. Take the car door with the guy stuck to it and throw it at somebody else. Oh, there's another turret. Dude, I can't get a lock on it. There we go.
Almost there. You still good?
Who's left? Ah, the big fella. Alright, shock him.
You okay?
I think so. Thank God for this sable armor.
So, what's next?
Deliver the caches to the Simkarian embassy. Thanks to you, the Simkarians will finally get the aid they need.
Just happy I could help. But I meant, what's next for you?
Well, a few minutes ago I received a call from a school in Midtown. They offered me a visa if I accepted a teaching position. I don't suppose you had something to do with that.
Good things happen to good people.
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, he gets a hug.
Every day to help my students achieve their dreams, as you have helped me achieve mine.
Actually, I should be the one thanking you.
For what?
For reminding me why I'll always love this city.
I mean, there was a bunch of boxes of supplies on the ground around the truck. Do you just leave those?
Is it me? Or is the world a little brighter right now? I'm just gonna bask in this good feeling for at least the next few seconds. Or until something else bad happens. I bet David's gonna be one of those cool teachers whose classes are packed.
Okay. Alright, I think all that we've got left is the last clue for the criminal thing. And then the, if that leads to a finale mission.
All units advised. Maja have seized a tanker with hazardous materials. Location is Lower China.
This is it, folks. This is the big one. I finally have proof. For years, I have asked my dear listeners to send in photographic evidence to prove, once and for all, that Spider-Man is directly linked to the very criminals who plague our city. And finally, one brave anonymous caller has delivered the goods. We have clear photos of Spider-Man standing in the immediate vicinity of caches of humanitarian aid.
What?
Aid that was intended for Simkaria. And our heroic caller assures me that these very humanitarian caches are being sold on the black market. If I've learned one thing in my years as a world-renowned reporter, it's this. Photos don't lie. Spider-Man has been caught red-handed. No pun intended, puns are for whips. So what do we do about it, you ask? We wait. We wait for the police to finally wake up and arrest this mass lunatic. At long last, this city is going to finally see that Jameson has been right about Spider-Man this entire time. Not only is he a thief, he's actually stealing vital food and medicine from innocent civilians who are trapped in a war zone. Women and children struggling to survive, hiding each day from a hail of mortars and bullets. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is stealing the very aid that might keep them alive.
Yeah, because I'm so hungry.
Oh, people. Even I could never have suspected Spider-Man of something this despicable. All we can do now as a city is to sit back and quietly reflect on just how right J. Jonah Jameson really was. Yet again.
Wow. There was a lot to unpack there.
Someone fell to their death from this ledge. It was ruled an accident, but was it?
Hey, Captain.
You ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm all wired up, on my way to the office. Just picking up a coffee first.
Okay. Drinks are on me when this is done.
Looking forward to it, Captain.
Yuri's suspended, but she still won't give up. Hard not to respect that.
Hi, can I just get a large coffee? Hey there, Doc. Who's that you were just talking to? Oh. Hey.
No. Oh, why did I listen to that? Call from an unknown number. Hello?
Hello, old friend.
Yuri?
Meet me at the corner of Madison and 23rd. We need to talk.
Wait, Yuri! Ah, she's gone. With all that's happened to Yuri, she must be beyond hurting. She doesn't do anything without a reason. So why did she lead me on a grisly crime scene tour? She must have a lead on this enforcer guy. It'll be nice to see her. Maybe help her deal with whatever she's dealing with.
That was pretty heavy.
All units, armed suspects have seized control of a Sable equipment transport. Location is Little Tokyo. Over.
Oh my god, that's a beautiful view.
A tanker with hazardous materials has been seized by Magia. Additional officers requested near Flatiron.
Wait, what? Yuri, what did you do? That's the Magia enforcer. Dead. And the case files from all his victims. This guy killed all these people. But does that mean he deserved to die?
I mean...
I know what you're gonna say, but just hear me out. The system works most of the time, but there are times when it doesn't. And to me, that's unacceptable. Some people put their trust in fate, or karma, or whatever. But I can only trust me.
You can't kill people,
Is she gonna
Yuri.
become like a Punisher type character?
Apparently I can. And you know what? It felt good.
You need to turn yourself in.
For what? I just dispensed justice. True justice. And I restored a little bit of balance to the world.
You're my friend, Yuri. I don't want to come after you.
You do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
Yuri! What am I gonna do?
Oh no, she didn't call me Spider Cop.
This
We're
all
not
makes
friends
sense
anymore.
now. What Yuri did to Hammerhead. She's been struggling with this for a while. She's always held in her emotions. That must take a toll on her. But she's also the most tenacious and stubborn person I know. This was a bad guy for sure, but killing him? That's too much.
I mean... Oh shoot, are these pictures of the people he killed? Oh my god. Each one of these poles has a photo of his victims attached to a cable tying him up. Oh, that is dark. Wow. That is, that's heavy. Also, that year, Spider-Man's voice actor's first name is Yuri. I find it funny that Spider-Man's voice actor and Yuri's voice actress are married, and Spider-Man's voice actor's first name is Yuri. So the voice actor is calling his own wife by his first name. Elliot, yeah. In the comics, Yuri is the name of a character called the Wraith. Hang on. Spider-Man the Wraith. Yuri. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna read this. Wraith, which is Yuri Watanabe, is a fictional character in... it's a blah, 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 blah. She was introduced in as a captain of the NYPD who would occasionally work alongside Spider-Man, although her disillusion with the justice system eventually promised her to lead a double life as the vigilante Wraith. Sporting a costume in imitation of Spider-Man and utilizing a variety of tools, Some of them taken from supervillains, Wraith would wage war on New York's criminals, and even though her methods are sometimes too brutal for Spider-Man's liking, the two have resumed their old partnership several times. The character has been adapted from the comics into several other forms of media, most notably the Marvel Spider-Man series of video games, in which she's voiced by Tara Platt. And then there's a picture of the costume she ends up with, which is this right here. That's pretty crazy. So I'm guessing that if she's in Spider-Man, because I know there's a sequel to this game, I'm guessing that there's a chance she's in that game as the Wraith. I never heard of that character. That's interesting. It's like I know of the Scorpion, the Rhino, the Shocker, the Sandman, Venom. Yeah, I know of a bunch of them. I've never heard of the Wraith before now. This is a completely new one to me. Now, do we call the police department and let them know there's a dead guy up here with a bunch of case files? Okay. Is that everything? I think the only thing left is if I just stop, like, randomly spawning crimes, but... yeah, I think we got everything. Alright. Wow. Wow. Alright. Let's go to the tallest perch one last time. That was a good game. That was a good... there's the Avengers Tower over there. That was a good freaking game. Alright. For anyone who's new to my channel, I have a little tradition here. Whenever I finish a game, and we just finished the game plus the 3 DLCs, I like to do a little review type of thing. So let's talk about how was this game. First off, graphics. Stunning. And I feel like the graphics conversation has to overlap with the conversation of how well it runs. Look how freaking detailed this is. And I have not experienced... there's been a couple of moments in my entire playthrough I had a lag spike. This game has so much detail, a stunning amount of detail. At one point we climbed on a building and looked inside of the windows, and each room was different. Each of the rooms that had an open curtain and you could see inside the rooms were different. Like, they did an insane amount of detail to this game, and yet it runs incredibly smoothly. That is wild how well it runs. There is only a few games this year I've played that were as well optimized as this. Ghost of Tsushima was another one. That game ran shockingly smoothly when I was playing that, for how detailed it was. And this one is the same. So great graphics, great performance. Sound and audio is good. Storytelling. Let's talk about the writing. I'd say 9 out of 10. Core game was 10 out of 10. DLCs were like 8 out of 10. Screwball, she was written fine. She was just really annoying. But she was written to be annoying, so could you call that a success? Sable is my main complaint. Sable in the story was almost like one character, and then Sable in the DLCs was like a completely different personality. It felt like someone wrote her lines for the DLC and didn't actually read her lines from the main story. Like, it was a different writer, than they didn't even look at the old writer's work. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying that's how it felt. And someone in chat said, I think she's bipolar. And I was like, it kind of feels like it right now. Because like, she was so just like back and forth. It was an incredible disparity between the two things. So that was pretty wild. So the writing was really good through the base game. And then I was shocked at how many villains they managed to cram into it. And it didn't feel bad either. So they had the Scorpion and Electro and the Rhino and was it Doc Ock was in there. Mr. Negative. I was starting to say Negative Man. Mr. Negative Then Wraith, who I just found out about, basically at the end. Before you keep going, you should help. I should help? Who should I help? Can you look south out across the landscape? South. That's south right there. There you go. Controls. Controls, pretty good. The web swinging and fighting felt great most of the time. There's a few moments, like, for example, this isn't a bad control, it's kind of laughable, when it's like, press the mouse repeatedly, and you're trying to stop a car, and all you're doing is just beating on one key. That feels stupid. It's not a bad control, it's not difficult, but it feels dumb. That's something that, is inherited when they port it from console controls to PC. Additionally, the targeting in combat was sometimes crazy. Like, I'd have an enemy right in front of me, and I'd hit web bomb, wanting to hit that enemy, and it would throw it at some dude over there. Like, 7 dudes back. So, semi-frequently in combat, if there was a large crowd, and I was trying to hit the nearest thing, it would fire the gadget or the webbing or whatever at someone farther away. So the targeting, if there was multiple opponents, felt worse than when you tab target in World of Warcraft 20 years ago. So that was a con, but most of the time it was fine, but just occasionally it would get really crazy. Muck has finished his inadvertent no punching playthrough. No, I punched plenty, but it was much faster to web them and stick them to something, because then that was basically like an instant defeat. If you webbed someone up and then like stuck them to a wall, they were out, they were gone. So it was much more efficient to do that than to punch, I found, after like the first few hours. It was Silver Sable's twin sister. Yeah, I guess so. But this was a lot of fun. I actually didn't expect to have as much fun as I did. I was highly recommended this by people within our community through the game recommendations page, and then someone bought it for me when it was on sale, so I was like, okay, well, I can't really, give myself an excuse anymore. The only other superhero game I think I've played was Marvel's Midnight Suns. This was way better than that. Not that it was a bad game, but this was way better. This was way more enjoyable. This is really good. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. This was really good. Chock full of references, like the collections with the backpacks and stuff like that. There was so many references to the comics in here. Like, it was just clearly made by people that were passionate about the Spider-Man franchise. The swinging is smooth. It is. The swinging feels great. For those that don't know, basically, like, X is dive, and then you can hold shift to web to something and then release. If you press space right when you release, you kind of launch yourself forward. So depending on where you do it in the arc, you can launch yourself up or you can launch yourself forward for more forward momentum. Additionally, you can hold C to web to something, space when you get to it, and you can launch yourself forward and like rocket yourself around the city like this. And then shift and space released. Shift and space release, and then climb up here. And it's really good. Muck, go to the town square. I'm not sure where the town square is. I don't know where that is. I've been all over the city. I don't know where town square is.
All units.
But and the Oscorp truck. That's just like a random thing. But yeah, great game. I believe it's, for those interested, it's currently on sale. It's I think it's usually $60 and it's down to $30 right now because of Black Friday. If any of you liked what you saw, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just letting you know one gamer to another. If any of you liked what you saw and you're interested, it's half price right now. But this was great. This was fantastic. I had a lot of fun playing this. I'm definitely interested in playing the other Spider-Man games. Probably not going to do it immediately because there's a lot of other games coming out very soon that I'm interested in playing. But this is great. Go help the cops. The cop thing is just a random thing. It's these happen constantly. The cop events just happen constantly. Yeah, see, it says right here 1 out of 5. Like 4 more random ones will spawn here. But yeah, that was great. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And next time we'll be on to the next game.